each other, so it became cannibalism there. And Jared says that like other chapters in the book, like in Anastasis and Maya's societies, in chapters 4 and 5, the collapse of the society of Easter Island came fast after reaching the peak population, building monuments and affecting to the environment. So they were multiplying very fast there, and then the collapse came like quite fast after the peak, after building the monuments, and of course when they destroyed the environment, then the collapse came. So in the year 1872 there was only 111 inhabitants. The trees are less than 3 meters. The big ponds have vanished. Almost all the seabirds have died, and it's totally destroyed. So my question is the world heading to the same direction in the old collapsed societies? What do you think? You can comment.
Think so.
You think so?
Think so. We can make a difference.
Yeah.
We can.
At least at the moment, the way we are living is quite unsustainable. So.
That's true. For example, the carbon footprint of a thing is very high. So we would require at least 4 Earths to sustain a similar life standard for all the people in the world. So
but it's not so cold in other countries.
yeah, that's true.
It's a big thing, you know.
Yeah, we use for
houses,
heating.
yeah.
That's true. Good point.
So we just have to move south.
Yeah.
At least one of the things you were talking about the peak of the population, and if any of you have seen any of the graphs about the development of population in the world, it's kind of interesting because the population growth was kind of slow, kind of moderate for a long time, for thousands of years, and now during the last, I don't know, 500 years it's exploding. It's just getting exponential.
Yeah.
And especially in the countries where there are so scarce resources, like in Africa.
Yeah.
So they're having even more problems.
And it's interesting to compare what happens in Rwanda or Somalia, for example, in the examples in this book, because there are quite much similarities with the happenings. Very interesting.
I think in Europe the trend has reversed in the recent years. Like, have you heard the term aging nations?
Yeah.
Something to do with like population is not growing in Europe, it's depleting. People are getting old, but not many young people are coming.
Yeah, it's true, but that's in Europe, and when you compare the population of Europe to population in Asia and Africa, then it's like, well, yeah. And one of the main reasons of the declining fertility is that the standard of living is so high. It's mostly, it goes hand in hand. When you reach some certain level, the fertility rates, they start to drop, and at least not in the near I think it's not very realistic to expect that in the near future, for example, in the next 20 years or so, all the people in Africa are going to have the same living standards as we have now, so it's hard to see it dropping.
Yeah, like, will it happen? Will their living standards rise so high that they will change their fertility pattern?
And I think if you think about India, you can see the pattern, like in the cities where the living standard is not as high as Europe, but it's higher than the other parts of India. The growth in the society is not, like I am the only son, my uncle has only one son, my maternal uncle has only one son, it's like one child for family, like not even two child. So in the cities, it's very rare to find three siblings. So it's mostly two at the maximum. But then let's see how does the other rest part of India they come up, do they develop that much, and do they start taking up this policy?
But you don't really even know how many people there are in India. Right? I heard they're trying to count the amount of people.
Yes, there are people,
There's kind of a project going on.
Yes, true.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, we can go forward. So, yeah. We can click. So, yeah, so this, I'm just saying that, because next time I'm going to show you a map, and, you know, all the cause and effect relations, so they are not absolute. So this is just an idea. So you can, so there are countries where are political problems. There are Haiti, Rwanda, Burundi, Madagascar, Somalia, Iraq, Afghanistan, Mongolia, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Indonesia, Philippines, Solomon Islands. And then we have a map of the environmental problems. And it has pretty much the same countries. And in the Jared Diamond's book, Jared was telling that the destruction of the environment led to the collapse. So basically, when we respect the human rights, maybe it will lead to the preservation of the environment, which will lead to the kind of a success. This is just maybe. So with this I'm trying to say that maybe the human rights and the preserving of the environment and the survival are linked. But this is just maybe, and there are many questions. So Jared was telling that the destruction of the forest was the biggest or most significant factor in each collapse described in this book. And significant part of nature's plant species population and genetic diversity has been already lost. And with current speed, the remaining part will be lost in 50 years. So
the capital of Somalia.
yeah.
Somebody got scared.
Can I put the
Okay? You okay?
and now we
Our downfall is by no means inevitable. Jared Diamond and other experts argue that we still have time to choose whether we fail or succeed.
Our society is facing a crossroads. The tracks of our civilization are stretching off into the future. But there are forks in the tracks. There are decisions to make. There are big differences between whether we go this way or that way. The train's already moving. We have to be making our decisions now. The Romans, the Maya, the Anasazi, they too faced choices and were coming to crossroads. We've already been making decisions, and some are good decisions. If we make more good decisions in the future, then the tracks of our own society will stretch off towards the horizon.
Whatever we decide, the odds are humans will live on. Our species has the uncanny ability.
yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. And so this was my part, and I'm happy to carry on the discussion about this. It don't have to be any specific of this. We just sit somewhere and you can tell me some of your ideas, and then we can discuss about this. And I guess after Tuomas's presentation, if you have some ideas you want to discuss, you can come to present. I'll be somewhere here area. So shall we take an energy before we come? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, is it the same documentary, these clippings you showed? Is it the same documentary as the previous one you showed, or it's a new one?
It's different. So this clip is from Collapse, and there is Jared Diamond telling about the book, but there are also other experts telling about the book.
So what is the name? Collapse.
Collapse, yes.
Thank you.
But if you want to watch good, there's Guns, Germs,
Steel.
and Steel, which is a brilliant, it's the Pulitzer winning book of Jared, so it has also a document, so that's good as well.
What is the name? You said?
Guns, Germs, and Steel. Okay, but let's do Energizer and then Tuomas comes. So I'll ask all of you to stand up. And you can also open the door. Let's open the window so that air can go. Okay, and let's do some jumping. So jumping, yeah, jumping. So we jump 4 times like this. Then we turn 4 times like this. Turn 4 times, 4 times. Then we go 3 times and do the same circle. So 3 jumps, 3 jumps, 3 jumps, 2 jumps, 2 jumps. You following me? And I'll count. 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.